Hello, and welcome back to the third country that I ever played in this mod. It's been a long time, and that was also my first world conquest in this mod. It was probably what I could say was my first successful game in this mod. I had one kind of successful game playing as Eerie, but I kind of also cheated. But this time, I'm doing something very interesting, something that I've been recommended to do a lot quite a while ago, which is to kind of do our basic thing, and then instead of select one of the normal people, select Darkwing, which makes us a puppet. That's the problem, which is why it kind of seemed stupid, really, to do it, was because you become a subject. I don't know, I've heard some stuff about it, but not much, so I really don't know what's happening, but I know that it's better than just being a puppet the entire time. I would think, I would hope. Maybe it is just being a puppet, and then I'll just help win the war for them. I don't know. Okay, and home of the revolution. So like a decade ago, we had a revolution. I can't remember if I read all the events in my last series, but you can probably go watch that if you want. All the lore for Stalliongrad. This time I'll just be focusing on everything special to this path. So we don't actually have that long. It'll only be like a year until we actually get into new stuff that I've never seen before. So now our first decision, we can either do propaganda, which gives us extra political power, tons of extra stability, and communism support, or industrial relocation, and I'm gonna go with that just because it's such an overpowered focus, and it gives weekly stability too. Oh yes, and we'll also build the Great Palace of the Soviets. I'm pretty sure it's a good thing to build. Yeah, you get some stability and stuff, even though I think we'll be going Harmonist soon anyway, so that doesn't make much sense after that. And now we will, of course, do the best route and compromise, the true solution. Or maybe not, some party cleansing could also be fun, but I don't know about that one. I think it doesn't matter which one. For that, yeah, I think we can just compromise. I'm pretty sure compromise is superior usually. Okay, and on today's summit, it was decided to finally reconcile the two leaders, so we can keep the party stable, 50 political power, decline the demand. Let's keep the party stable. I'm pretty sure that's the superior path. I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure I got it covered. I'm pretty much a genius at this game. Altidias, or whatever, retirement. So that kind of opens up the way for the election. Whenever that happens, we'll be able to trigger it. Oh yes, and now we were just led by the Supreme Soviet, yes. The power is so immense. Originally, I didn't know what it meant, but now I figured out, like, the Supreme Soviet was like the legislative body of the Soviet Union. So now I kind of get what that means. At first, I thought it was just like some supreme, omniscient Soviet power. That'd be great though, I still like to think it is. Okay, so let's read about Darkwing. Darkwing begins his election campaign with an appeal to the ponies of Stalliongrad. Speaking of his goals as the ruler of Stalliongrad, he calls himself loyal to Otilda Revoltsova and her ideas. At the same time, Darkwing considers other party leaders to be corrupt and incompetent, and he lays the blame of the famine and the economic difficulties entirely on them. The politicians saw the way out of the crisis in the rapprochement and cooperation with Equestria. First of all, for the common good in order to overcome hunger, and for the mutual protection against the growing threat represented by changelings. Okay, nice. Okay, it's finally time for the elections. We'll choose Darkwing. So we'll see what path our country takes. This might not be so good at first, at least. Okay, so Prywin wants our help. I don't know if we should help them. We're going to become a puppet of a Harmonist country, so it's not like we really want to help out our, you know, communist friends around the world today, so sorry. I feel bad, but we kind of have to. And now, yes, our Equestrian neighbors are our closest confidants. It would be foolish to let ideological differences stand in the way of, yes, the friendship, yeah, friendship. And now, see, today we're totally the good guys. We're doing humanitarian help. I've never seen such a wholesome focus. Oh yes, and on its recent broadcast appeal addressed to its citizens, the government of STG solemnly announced opening of embassy in the territory of Equestrian Kingdom for the purpose of cooperation in deficiency. Really pleasant news on a background of the hunger raging in the country, which bony paws have already claimed the lives of several thousand citizens. But rumors crawl and spread that the matter here is not only in hunger, or at all not in it? The government hides something. What? Okay, on his very first visit in Equestria, Darkwing begged Equestrian officials to support the struggling nation. The public is rather discouraged than pleased with that turn of events. Okay, I guess our leader may not have the best, reputation right now. What is this? A chance to eliminate the enemy? Our agents are spying on both Vasily and Sinister in their daily lives. They figured out how to make them silence once and for all. What? I thought we were being good here. What? Of course, get rid of them, or how can you think of that? Yeah, that's terrible. But should we do it? Like, are they gonna cause a civil war or something? I don't. We have to do the right thing here. Maybe we should have done it. Maybe we should have had more strength, more power. Okay, and on his public speech, Darkwing exclaimed that he will protect the home of the revolution and continue the deed of Steel Stallion to the end. Big promises were made to the ponies. No hunger, no stagnation, only prosperity and bright futures, hooray! Well, we're not, okay, there we are. Now we're a subject, and we have a new color, and we're harmonious too. Oh, that's great. Stalliongrad is now an autonomous region. The revolution was crushed from within. I did that? Yeah, kind of. Oh, do we get a new focus tree or something? Or we just don't have any focuses that we can do. That's great. And we're just a puppet, so at least we're not integrated. It could be worse. Oh wait, but we did get, we got all this territory though. How did I not notice? I probably should have seen that sooner, but that's pretty cool. And we get free new railroads too. That's good, I guess. Wow, more investments. That's good. We just got some more infrastructure and some civilian factories too. That's nice. It's pretty terrible we can't use our focus tree though. So we're kind of stuck at 3 research slots, which isn't good, but everything else is pretty good right now. And I guess since we're not communist anymore, do we just abandon the construction of the Palace of the Soviets and rename everything? I don't know. Minus a lot of stability, but I guess we'll do it because we can't really. It's not worth anything anymore. A changeling attack, maybe? I don't know. Rumors are ranging that changeling sabotage to domestic terrorism, so it could really be anything, I guess. Minus 100 political power and 500 manpower. Oh, and right after that tragedy, we get a nation united. It's been several days since the Grand Soviet bombing, and life in Stalliongrad has returned to normal, surprisingly enough, despite coming up short with any credible suspects. The current administration has seen a surge in support in the aftermath of the attack. Wait a second, wait, was the attack maybe, was it maybe from the inside? Well, anyway, while the act is clearly motivated by politics, most civilians see it as a national tragedy, as indicated by the vigils held in honor of the victims. General Secretary Darkwing was quick to seize on the wave of solidarity and participated in the vigils as well. This has been received positively by the nation, and it is expected to increase support for the current party. Oh yes, wow, very, very original line right there. Okay, responsibility. Any hopes that the attack was merely changeling sabotage or some outside force was quickly dashed today as a group calling themselves Red Dawn claimed responsibility for the attack on the Grand Soviet. Hijacking several radio broadcasts across the nation, they proceeded to denounce General Secretary Darkwing as a bourgeois puppet and a traitor to the revolution. Even more worrisome, however, is their declaration that they will fight our government until a true dictatorship of the proletariat is restored to Stalliongrad. Unfortunately, what they failed to account for was the sheer amount of loved ones lost, making the ponies rally behind Darkwing and his government in these dark times. The game is on. Okay, and the hunt, needless to say, no pony is happy with recent turn of events. However, General Secretary has recently received several anonymous tips that could lead us to the traitor's hiding place. The first tip said to investigate the forest, second to downtown St. Petershof, third Zayats. I say downtown St. Petershof. That's where I would guess any of the mischief was. Is it like an event or something? Okay, Petershoof. It seems that the Petershoof tip was in fact either a red herring or completely false. Okay, back to the drawing board. Oh well, I guess my guess was incorrect. I don't know, is there like an always right answer, or is it just RNG? I'd be interested to know if someone in the comments is an expert. T-Feather is dead. Governor T-Feather in the Griffin colony was demonetized. It creates a dangerous situation for the country. Should we intervene or support the left-wing forces? Well, we're not really, you know, we're just Tarminus now, so I guess no. Wouldn't make sense if we did at this point. I guess, is there anyone we can recruit? Air warfare theorist? I don't know. It's not too useful. Seems like the tip urging the General Secretary to investigate Sevenok was in fact true, as when we sent a regiment to Sevenok, several of the locals confirmed that there were in fact strangers moving through the small town and congregating at a local summer camp. Oh, well, I guess that's a nice place to invade, a fun little summer camp. And the battle at Sevenok, it seems that our suspicions have been proven correct, as when our valiant troops found the camp, they were fired upon from all sides. Demonetize the traitors, okay. And after several days of hard fighting, our troops have managed to free the camp of any traitors within. However, the death of all the defenders, we might never know if we killed the mysterious leader of the Red Dawn. Oh well, I'm sure everything will be perfectly fine. Okay, and there was much fanfare today in the streets of Stalliongrad as General Secretary Darkwing proclaimed our victory. Okay, that's good. Promising a new age of prosperity, freedom, and most importantly, friendship. Yeah, yes, of course. Lots of political power, more that we can do, I guess. Oh yeah, we should probably deal with it. Incomplete industrialization, I saw that. It's weird, minus 0.5% war support. That's like so tiny though. Maybe is that supposed to be minus 5%? And the changeling lands are finally leading the armies. After forever. On historical focuses, they take a long time. And I've also started actually deploying an army. Now I have 7 40 widths, and then I'll have a bunch of 20 widths to fill in the rest, because we don't really have enough population to have an entire 40 width army and actually like have a decent amount for our border, or maybe to help Equestria. I don't really know what's gonna happen yet. I assume we'll be getting independence, maybe? Or, I don't know. But yeah, and then I'll also be making as many medium tanks as I can. Equestria wishes to integrate Stalliongradian autonomy. We are ready to reunite, or no way, this wasn't our plan. Yeah, we do not want to end the game right now. That would not be very good. I believe Equestria has cores on everything, so that's probably why. Or they'll get cores up here too once we reunite. Okay, we've been called into the war, and it looks like they're holding, kind of, not really. They're losing on the flanks, which isn't good. Oh wait, okay, so the General Secretary's plan, no one really expected it, but as the citizens of Stalliongrad woke up today beneath the old red flag of Stalliongrad, one thing was for certain. Something had happened. As if one of our brave troops stormed equestrian armories and garrisons all over the country, slaughtering any and all equestrian soldiers found. Soon enough, the populace began lynching any equestrian officials they could find, and all of this was spurred on by our beloved General Secretary Darkwing, whose voice could be heard on every radio station in Stalliongrad, proclaiming not just the return of proper communism to our fair land, but to all of Equestria. Okay, well then, I guess that's what happened. So yeah, we have a new focus tree. That's great. Okay, thank you. It looks like we've signed a white peace with the changelings too, but we're still in this alliance. I guess, can we leave the alliance? Leave faction? That's probably a good idea, yeah. There. Oh, and we have annex war goals. Oh, I didn't even notice that we had that annex war goal. Do we declare war immediately? Is that the idea? Yeah, we better rush this war plan red. That's probably a good idea. Spawns 12 infantry divisions. That's kind of crazy right there. Yeah, so this is a really cool. So we pretty much joined them to get rid of our famine, and now we've had the most epic betrayal ever, and once we have enough divisions to man our border, we can invade. I didn't realize that we would, like, get a war goal and everything, so we actually need to prepare a little, and we will easily be able to attack once we get 12 free infantry divisions, too. They're probably not the best infantry divisions, but, well, we can probably just change them if it gives us free manpower, and we'll be getting a lot of new manpower, because now we went from 5% to 10% conscription, so we should be able to make a lot of just regular divisions too. Okay, it's time that we invade and complete our friend Darkwing's evil plan all along. Okay, I guess what war goal probably doesn't matter. There we go. Let's start this war and try to get as much as we can, especially Canterlot, so that the changelings can't. I don't know. The Crystal Empire doesn't look like they'll be called in yet, so I'll just keep training for now. Oh wait, I forgot about that. Okay. Oh no, and the Crystal Empire actually has divisions on their border now. Okay, let's deploy some emergency units. This might just be a free encirclement, though. It may seem like it's a bad thing, but when they invade and do stupid stuff like that, it kind of is just free encirclements. The grand speech. In today's speech, Stalliongrad's General Secretary Darkwing has officially declared himself supreme leader of the Greater Equestrian Union and has announced the nation's transition into what he called the National Communism, a new radical take on the already widely regarded as radical ideology that is communism, following Darkwing's specific and pragmatic views on the world. Furthermore, he spoke out against Equestria, vowing to liberate the oppressed workers. Okay, well, oh, so we're not really communists. Well, that's cool, but like it's confusing right now. Anyway, I'm going to justify war against the Crystal Empire too, just because their border is kind of bad. Well, our border with them is not the best either, so I don't really know for sure, but why not? Another big encirclement here. We are up to 35% war participation, which is good. We want as much as we can get. Oh, so they just called us in. Oh, actually, we're kind of on the defensive here. Oh, it's because we're training everybody. Yeah, probably should have stopped their training thing a while ago. Okay, and we can go delegate, or we can go with Darkwing is all. Yes, everything that exists in the Greater Equestrian Union is just an extension of Darkwing. Okay, let's go with that one. Getting war score has now become my primary concern. I'm going to sneak into Canterlot lot, probably to get surrounded temporarily, but I just want to hold on to that victory point. Okay, and they capitulated. Okay, we didn't get the best deal. The changelings definitely got more than us, and we don't have very many core states still. Yeah, because this requires all of Equestria's core states are owned by them. So this still is probably going to be like a decently hard battle against the changelings, I would assume. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. That was pretty fun. I probably could have done it better if I knew what was coming, but pretty smart guy, this Darkwing. Or Diabolical, one way or another. Definitely not the good guys. Anyway, see you guys next time.